Hey, how's everybody doing? It is TJ with Roller Skate Universe, and I just got this package, and I'm not in the rink, and I'm not in my room or anything like that. I'm actually here in my living room. But I just wanted to give a quick overview on these skates. There's a lot of really interesting little features here and there. Some people might not notice too much, but for the enthusiasts, yeah, there's kind of a lot going on here. So first and foremost, this is the first white base um, junior model in nearly a decade, or at least definitely over 5 years. Because the last one I don't exactly remember the name of, but they were white with pink, and that was a long time ago. I know it was definitely over 5 years ago. So they came out with this really cool faux carbon fiber in this really cool teal aqua color, even on the backstay, the toe cap, and of course the inlay the on the flap, and pretty cool stuff. Of course, also the white Gorilla Plate, which is a carryover from the a la mode skate. And another interesting feature is the wheels are a completely different hub design. All of the juniors seem to run this, I guess you could almost say like shaman type of, shape of hub in them and everything else, and that's fine. Um, but this is actually, your standard nylon 11 hole, hub, and that's to kind of help reduce, some issues that were going on and everything. So, you know, uh, one thing about vanilla is that when customers speak up about a lot of stuff, the owner of the company himself is actually in a lot of the groups and everything else, does pay attention and does actually try very hard to um, make production changes, or at least make things right for the customer. Sorry about that. So there's a lot of ongoing production changes always. Um, I always see those when they happen. Um, Not only for the fact that they come to me, obviously, but working in the skating rinks and stuff like that. So I get to see if there's any production changes or QAQC changes throughout a batch. But yeah, typical junior, stitched sole all the way around, even in the back, rubber sole, um, and of course the cloth interior with a little bit of padding around the cuff area. Um, awesome contrasting stitching. That is a carryover a little bit from the classics, uh, but the classics, you're not really going to see a whole lot of those pretty soon. Those are uh, they're not very prevalent. I don't really think a lot of people are getting those anymore. But it's just a very iconic look to see the white stitching over, or the black stitching over the white leather, because we already do the white stitching over the black leather for the tuxedo. That's a model that'll presumably never go anywhere. I cannot wait to try these out. Um, yeah, it's just a really, really clean looking setup. I can't say enough about it. Order from your local rink or VNLA.com. I believe these are retailing right now. The MSRP is about 230. I know the prices of juniors did go up like $10, if I'm not mistaken, but really, really clean look. And of course, if you do need different cushions, if you need, softer or harder cushions. We do sell those at VNLA.com. But also, you should be able to order them throughout your local rink. And these are the mediums. They are color coded, so I believe the white is the softest. It's white, gray, and black. So, hmm. Either way, give these things a shot. If they're gonna make an excellent birthday gift, you know, and of course they're gonna take a pounding better than pretty much every beginner setup on the market. Um, I know that it sounds like it's a very subjective thing for a lot of folks. They have their favorites as far as brands and things like that, but the one thing about a lot of these vanilla skates is that um, a lot of the skaters that are purchasing these are beating up on these a lot harder than just skating around in circles and shuffling in circles the entire night. Usually the skaters that are getting these are going out there and they are breakdancing on skates and they are doing all kinds of power moves, backflips, windmills, you name it, and the fact that these skates actually stand up to things like that without immediately breaking is a testament of the quality and the durability of the skates. And for the price, you really can't beat it. Most other, if not all other, um, beginner packages in this price range, you have to upgrade the bearings and wheels and everything in order to, get a wheel that's decent enough. I know there's one brand out there, right off the bat that people buy, and that's around this price range, and people keep recommending them. And right off the bat, you got to get some softer wheels because the wheels are too hard, and then some different bearings because the bearings are just not really good out of the box. These things, yeah, no. Usually, most people that buy these do not upgrade them because out of the box, the bearings are typically better, than a lot of what things in this price range are coming with. The wheels are usually a lot better than what things in this price range come with stock. Um, 6 point mounting, two, four in the front, two in the back. That right there actually reduces lift in the center of the boot when doing hard edging and cornering. So just, things to think about. The Gorilla Plate has been tested for, well over a decade. It's been around that long. You don't really see a lot of the plates on these break. You really don't. It is a very, very robust plate. It's 5 degree, just like Pro Lines and Hard Candies. Those were 5 degree plates as well. So, you get an excellent amount of kit for the money for, at that price range. And I do tell people, I had been skating, since 85. And I do tell people, if things like this, okay, if skates like this were around, in the 90s when I was really in my heyday and I skated, 6 days a week easy, I probably would have never spent as much money on skates over the years as I did just because it's it's a good honest to goodness setup. They do run a little bit wider. That happens, and if you do a lot of broken ankle type stuff on them, they will absolutely widen up a bit, especially in the heel. But my foot shape and everything else, it works out so well for me. Keep in mind when you do buy these, okay, and this goes for any of the junior or freestyle models, that they do run on the wider side, just the freestyles and junior models. Um, Evolutions and uh, blackouts, they are actually built on a different last. They are narrower, a little bit than, your juniors or your freestyles. Also, one thing to keep in mind is that the sizing is in men slash women. So I'll give you an example. If you look on the box, it's a men's 10, ladies 11. So ladies go down a size. Also, what's really important is if that you do wind up in a shop where you get to physically try these on, please make sure that you try to eliminate as much dead space in between the front and back of your feet. You want everything to be able to touch. You want to be able to stand up and not have your toes cramp up like this. That all they need to do is basically just be able to touch. No, they are not available in half sizes. None of the juniors are available in half sizes. If you see one and somebody says, "Oh, it's an 8.5," it's not. It's an 8, maybe a 9, maybe it's a 7, whatever. Juniors, they weren't made in half sizes. It doesn't work like that. Um, Really stoked about this new backspin model, just because I know the hub is going to be a lot more robust. This is my personal opinion. Um, I personally didn't like um, the hub designs on a lot of the junior skates, and that's just because I've had issues with them breaking a lot. That's I'm rough on everything. Um, so I think these are going to be a lot tougher, a lot more durable. The graphics I like the graphics. They're plain. They're not overstated. They make a point. Um, the colorway ties in real nice. You got a little black, a little gray, a little white, and a little bit of that aqua color. The font's cool. You know, some people don't care about that stuff. Me, I look at everything and I look at it as a package and I just say, man, this is great. Brought back the old school junior logo with the headphones. We got some metallic silver going on here too with the drip. And yeah, I'm like super, super duper stoked about that. So hats off to Vanilla Skate Company. Um, Hopefully, I get to give these things a good shakedown later on tonight. So, this is TJ with Roller Skate Universe. Happy skating.